Hey man,
2K, 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 Sports.
Kick it in the city when we in around town. Next door neighbors telling us that it's too loud now. Neighbor, can you please just turn that mess down? This is the sound of throwing pennies on the ground. Turn it up. I don't think they hear it enough. Back when then I go.
2K, 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 Sports.
Kick it in the city when we in around town. Next door neighbors telling us that it's too loud now. Neighbor, can you please just turn that mess down? This is the sound of throwing pennies on the ground. Turn it up. I don't think they hear.
Welcome to another episode of ECA Weekly. I'm your boy Walls. Right below me, we got DJ Witness, and we got the three-time league leader, third-party P, also selling you insurance. Make sure you go check out his Instagram. He's dropping knowledge for you young bucks about your money, about your insurance, about life. How's everybody doing tonight?
I'm chilling, man. Glad to be here, man. Another episode, another weekly, man. Another season in the books.
It's fun, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Not
absolutely.
Not so much the result of what happened this season, but it was fun.
Especially that first game in the finals, man. Triple OT.
That was let's before we even walk into that. That was fucking insane. We had the watch party. We had like 5 or 6 dudes in there. Shout out to Gliz who joined. That was phenomenal. The triple
PR
overtime
post.
game. PR
Shout out
post Leo.
PR post.
Yeah, PR post.
He also had the resident politician, Senor Caddy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that translates to in Mandarin, but you get the picture.
Fucking Mandarin again. Oh, Jesus Christ. I thought the joke is over now.
Gotta learn Chinese, buddy.
No, the joke will never be over.
Especially since he's been clipped as that meme. So yeah, he said I will be using this every time I'm talking shit about somebody. I'm gonna add that as a sticker on the Discord.
We definitely need the cereal picture.
Oh
yeah, we definitely need the cereal picture so everybody can see the cereal picture.
So we all love Dub. Dub posted on his Instagram, his company, the event group that he did. It was National Cereal Day. Instead of putting his favorite, he had like 14 different boxes of cereal. It's like, and I called Pearl. I'm like, this is typical. He can't pick a fucking can't pick a favorite.
He doesn't want to alienate any of his corporate sponsors, so he got to deal with Post and Kellogg's and General Mills too. So
yeah, you got to be inclusive, I guess, with cereal.
Yeah, definitely.
He's all inclusive. Yeah, he's all inclusive when he eats his Lucky Charms with the rainbows. So shout out to JR with the rainbow.
Oh man. Man.
So yeah, let's get into it. We're gonna be announcing the All ECA teams. We're gonna be starting with the third team. We'll discuss it and then we'll continue to move on. This should be a pretty short show considering there's only 3 teams. This is something new that we've started instead of the All-Star, naming All-Stars because nobody plays All-Star games. And just like the NBA, you can't make it fun or interesting. So here we are. I know at one point, I think it was last 2K, we tried doing the 5-on-5 on was it the Kobe court or was it the BHM court, the BLM court? I think one of them had 5-on-5 last year, but yeah, nobody did it. We didn't do shit. So here we are. We're just gonna announce them, starting with the third team. Oh,
wait!
Congrats, season 16 champions. Call it a day. Bye. Next.
That
Our
was
ECA.
that was pretty short lived for the champions. I mean,
Yeah, no. We shouted him out on the broadcast, and we announced that Dante was the MVP. So,
finals MVP. Yeah, well
yeah,
deserved.
well
He showed a
Hmm.
deserved.
lot of he showed a lot of grit in the fourth quarter and overtime of the first
Especially that,
game.
especially that first game because I mean, shit, they had them both under what 15, 10, and they ended up with at least 30 apiece because of that triple overtime. And
Yeah.
it was a fantastic game. I'm sorry, that game was.
No, it
We
was
should download that game. We should.
A
We
hell of a
definitely
way to
seriously.
start.
Yeah,
definitely that deserves to go on the website for guys to see, and just that general exposure that ECA is a very competitive league, man, and that was pretty much in line with how things went. They showed a lot of grit, and they gutted it out and came back. A lot of guys would have mailed it in, but credit to Slime Reapers, for maintaining that course and staying on task.
yeah. Some guys who are not here anymore would have just pretended that they lost connection to their internet and lagged out.
That's
Hmm.
So with that, the All ECA third team, we have Rookie of the Year, Tough Bucks with Presti Issue. At a hash, we have Jake with the Birdman.
Birdman.
At lock, we have King Krills, Six Man of the Year with the Dons, the no longer existent Dons. The swing, JR with the Bros, no longer
Clearly
exists.
his name is no rotations. So
It's rotations. No,
okay.
yeah,
No
no
rotations.
rotations is weird for a guy who likes rotations. Just saying, weird. He plays swing, so you got to rotate.
Yep.
Some people are more vocal about it, as we saw in DJ Witness's player profile today, his player interview. Some people are more vocal with it. Some people are not.
Is he more
No,
of a top rotation guy or a bottom rotation guy?
I
Like
mean it's
is
all
he?
subjective.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean, we saw him laying down with his glasses on, so I mean you can speak to it.
Yeah,
You can
maybe.
kind of make an assumption of which way which
Definitely a
rotation.
bottom.
Yeah, and shout out to our co-host DJ Witness, third team
Hey,
all ECA, well deserved, man. Any
appreciate it.
so third team, it always ends up being like a decent type of discussion because it's like the first two teams are pretty much intact because they've already been a part of the voting. The essentially the second team is the runner up to all the damn awards as it is. But
Mhm.
third team, anybody to stand out on the third team?
Uh, I thought Jake had a really good season for you guys on the Birdman. Um, I think that with so much fluctuation with the PG play, uh, and then actually moving
Don't
on
bring it
during the
up.
point.
Don't bring up
I'm
the
going
PG
no no no
score.
no no.
Still
No,
hurts.
you asked for you asked
Yes,
for
I did.
this, and I thought, but I wanted shout out Jake, because he kind of was a mainstay for you guys. Like
Hmm.
I said, it's unfortunate that things
Except
didn't work out.
we still don't have pictures of him at this wedding that he supposedly missed the last week of the season for. So uh, Gliz knows what's up. It's on site. So
Yeah,
yeah, I mean,
it's
like you
kind of
said,
weird.
it's good stuff. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
We got. I think this is the second time that Krills has been on the All ECA team. Third team.
He's a steady force on the third team. Um,
Would he have been bumped up to the second team had he played in the finals?
no, it's a regular season
I say this is
award.
regular season.
It's a joke. I'm just fucking in
you
debt.
just you just
I'm trying to instigate some shit.
yeah,
No
you
one here.
definitely
No,
you
no one here
definitely
from the
instigate.
Dons is here to defend themselves. Yeah,
Oh, look at the chat.
Look,
Look in the
oh look,
chat.
Oh,
oh
I
look,
thought you were focusing on your BYOT. Oh,
oh man, oh man, Don,
bring your ass back, Don. What the hell is wrong with you? We only
yeah,
play
man,
2 days a week. There's 5 other days that you can focus on your team.
Yeah, come on now.
Ridiculous. And we did the college theme. You could have been cool. And you didn't. Now you're watching.
So he probably expecting that he's going to be named to one of these teams. That's why he's showing up.
Hmm.
We'll see.
Like, I'll show up for my last hurrah, you know?
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, about that. ECA second team. Let's go ahead and announce them. Dante at point guard. Slime Reapers. No, no surprise there. Quinn or Judah, whatever he goes by these days, the Dons at the hash carried that team. Him and Habesh, one of the more electric backcourts in ECA, especially with Dante and J Dub. Locke, which I was a big fan of Wally. Wally from Presti Issue. He had a really good game. I think he had 2 grade outs, graded 2 players out during the season too. So
Yep.
that's big. That's big. Brock, no surprise, he's one of the top swings in this league, and he can shoot out of the corner. So it's good to see him there. And my guy,
very close vote though. Very
it was
close vote
extremely
on that
close.
first and second team. And it came down to both were defensive player of the year candidates. And it came down to Brock being the runner up.
Yeah.
Which is no slight because he the runner up to the player of the year. I don't mean to give it away that early, but
I mean,
But yeah.
we said that this was these guys were runner ups when it came to like their respective awards for their respective positions. We saw that Quinn was the runner up. This is essentially cinching that Quinn was the runner up for
MVP.
MVP.
But and he ended up being
And he did win. He did win
Yeah.
Offensive Player of the Year. So, it's quite the trade off. But hey, I'm sure he would have taken the title over the accolades. But
Yeah.
at center, we got our buddy Al Alexander. Congratulations to
yeah.
him. He played awesome. I mean, he was legit
Alexander. Alexander, where's my pop ass chicken? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, with
man.
the
Big shout out
I had
to
to
Al,
look,
man.
I had to look at my watch. I'm like, wait, is it February? Can I comment on this? Oh, no, you know what? It's still the first week of March. I'll let it slide.
yeah, with the
but,
amount of players that Presti Issue had for the All ECA teams, I'm surprised we didn't have a better year. We had to take a lot of forfeits.
That's typical. That's typical of
a T led team.
Mhm.
I gotta talk to my son about because we gotta have a conversation, man. He wants to be a captain, but he didn't learn that responsibility from me. I was a good father.
He said,
He didn't learn
I'm
that
not
from me.
I'm not the stepdad. I'm the dad that stepped up.
My son,
Yes.
my oldest son T.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious. Well, I mean, congratulations to the second team. I know there was a
Yes,
spirit.
sir, Alexander.
Yeah, he's watching.
Alexander the Great.
Well, hold
Yes,
on.
sir.
Semi-great.
The semi-great, right? No, he was. I tell you what, I'm surprised that I didn't really I don't understand how, but Gliz was fucking outstanding, and I think that was
Mhm.
probably an oversight for that third team. But I mean, between him, Al, and Ty, when they were locked in, and even Sprite, when Sprite was actually doing his thing, it was a pretty good damn defense.
We're not going to shout out your team. We're not going to shout those guys out.
Why not? Everybody else fucking tries
Well,
to.
we're gonna
All right, we're moving on to we're going on
let's
first team. First team, I think that was pretty simple. We had Habesh at point guard, J Dub at hash, Blazy at lock, Screens at swing, and KJ Ware, who averaged nearly a triple double.
The walking triple double. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he did beat up on lesser opponents. So I mean, and 95% of his assists were on the break to J Dub.
Hey, that's a good connection, man. Yeah, man.
I mean, hey, they on the stat sheet still. No,
Somebody got to make those shots on those assists. So you got to shout out KJ, man.
Absolutely, he played his house. He's always been one of the most solid centers in the league. Period. So good to see that.
Yeah, and enough can't be said about him because depending on who you ask, he probably was probably the most valuable player to that team. But with J Dub putting up those numbers, like it's hard to ignore a guy almost averaging 40 in the season.
Mm-hmm.
Hell no. So yeah, man, it's just one of those things, man. That they had a really solid season, and just to hop on Dante playing point guard and stepping up and actually being the Finals MVP. Um, you know, that's one of those things. But shout out to Dante, helping out this process. Um, so yeah, good season for her Bash. They just couldn't pull it out in the finals, but again, this is a regular season award, so enough can be said. But we need to talk about seriously getting these guys, for one last time, or possibly doing it leading into the playoffs and playing a All-Star game. I think that'll be good to see, and kind of transition into the next season or into the playoffs, if that's possible. So that's one of the things that we need to look at, and try to conjure up some morale for putting on the All Star, because I think that'll be a good showcase for other
Should
guys.
be
to
more
see.
incentives, to be honest.
Yeah. Maybe we can come up with a pot for the winner of the All Star game.
Yeah.
Money's always the ultimate motivator, right?
Well,
Right,
I
exactly.
mean, this is something that's definitely that benefits the league. So,
I mean, we've been talking about it because we've had the conversations about whether we were going to kind of turn over to a money league, and honestly, the conversations have been happening behind scenes with the ownership. We've been talking about how to monetize the server and everything like that, and um, it's not if, it's when it's going to happen, and we're pretty confident that we'll have everything in place as far as memberships and fees and everything like that at the within the new release of 2K. So we'll ride out as it is for the rest of this 2K, and then we'll have official announcements. And yeah, from the people that we've polled so far, I mean, it seems they were all on board on it. Don, you
so
robbed us of another captain, so
maybe hang around in the server, and you may
yeah.
get an award.
Honestly, I think that's why. I think that's a
Well,
couple of
that's the reason that he didn't, like you're not going to show up and then lead a server and you know want to toe the line, and and have ECA attached to being a all ECA team member, man. Like, we got love for you, Don, but come on, bro. Like, seriously. But that's another day. We want to stay positive on the show and keep
absolutely,
it moving. You know what I mean?
absolutely.
Great season though. Great season. And definitely we definitely got to get that game up, because that's probably one of the uh better champion finals that we've had, and at least recently in the ECA. So shout out to both those teams, the Dons and the Slime Reapers, man. They kind of ran away from the pack, all season, and asserted themselves accordingly, and they gave us a good finals for the first game, at least.
Yeah. So leading into that, now that we're in the off season and we're talking about potential captains, I've had a couple of people reach out regarding potential captains. We are going to have a conversation with a couple of you that have reached out. If there are any other ones that are still interested, we do have a couple of vacancies thanks to a couple of guys leaving the server without any type of communication. So, and that's the thing that kind of bothers me as the one of the owners, and we run this league, and it's like all we ask is for communication. It's like, I understand if you got something popped up or whatever the case may be, but it's like just leaving the server without saying anything, that always rubs me the fucking wrong way, and especially
As,
with the things they're going to be.
especially when you're in a position of, some kind of weight or power, you know what I mean? Like, captain is very important.
Yeah, I mean, because we sat there, and a lot of the people are sitting there clamoring for competitive captains and guys like that, and then when we have the people in place, um they fucking dip out. So it's a constant rotation, and then people are sitting there saying that it's like, oh well, we're not doing. I was like, we can't fill the spots if nobody's saying anything. Like, closed mouths don't get fed. If somebody wants to be a captain, hit us up. We do
Right.
tend to deny rookies because we have to see the activity first. Just as a heads up, when it comes to the veterans that are looking for captain spots, activity is the biggest thing too. I was like, if you only played in a quarter of your games, it's like, why should we even consider you being a captain if you're going to be that inactive? So, I mean, we're
Right.
going to talk about it. We're hopefully we can get this announced by next week. Uh, Combines are going on, or they should be being held on. So make sure you go and enter the draft on the league announcements. Click that the button to get the role that you're entered the draft. Veterans do not have to play combines unless you are sitting
Just
at the
want to
end of the
help
draft.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to help out, you
Boost your
want to
draft stock.
by all means, let me know. We'll add you to the role to the need combines, but we need to see some movement like quick because if not, then if we don't see the sense of urgency on everybody else's side, then that kind of delays us, and we're not in a rush to continue to push the league forward. If if there's not any,
And also to add and to harp on the whole captain thing, like the draft league works because of strong captains. That enough can't be said about that. Yeah, we want to be a player first league, but at the end of the day, like we rely heavily on our captains to kind of set the tone for us, so we can kind of be hands off with this whole process in terms of administration of rules and just trying to keep the season going and have that smooth continuation from one season to the next. So like for the guys that's really serious, please hit us up. But again, make sure you're somebody of high integrity and high character because again like we lean heavily on you guys to make the league what it is.
Yeah, it's an
So
all
just
around
keep that in
effort.
mind. Definitely. It's definitely an all around effort on both sides. And for those guys that been core members or been with the league for a long time, and reach out to us. And enough can't be said. And I'm just gonna hop on the fact that uh, the GM of the year with Sniper. That's really one of those guys that I really appreciate being in the league because he stepped up in a situation where the first captain tucked in, he filled the void and they had an amazing season, and then he's recruiting guys in, and that's another thing. Like you know we're captain led type situation type league, and again like recruit guys. You know what I mean? And you guys pretty much know, who are those guys that we're looking for. Like I said again, the high character, high high integrity guys that's gonna do the right thing by the league, man, and not nitpick and try to take shots at the league ownership, and not take shots at how the league is ran overall because we do a damn good job, and you know we're not perfect, no, but at the same time, we kind of put the league first in a lot of situations, and try to do what's best for the league overall. So you know, we want to put ourselves out there. We want to be one of the best draft leagues that's in the whole 2K community, and this is kind of like our appeal for that because you know that's just the standard that we want to set for ourselves, and we want to do a little bit more and be more known in the 2K community, and that's all credit to having strong captains. Kind of went off on like one of my insurance tangents. But yeah, check out that post on Instagram, Policy P.
give you a little, I was gonna hit you with this.
Are you gonna wrap me up? Wrap me up, B. But yeah, shout out to my man PR Post, man. You know what I mean? And those
Yeah,
cats.
I mean Leo gets it.
PR
We have
post.
we make sure you guys go to ecagaming.com, hit new player registration, hit us up. We did ask on Twitter to please give us a couple of business days just to get through it because a lot of us have full-time jobs. Some of us
Well,
don't.
no. We all have full time jobs, so
Oh yeah, no, I'm on call 24/7 with my
yeah,
gig,
so.
so like I don't have the drive that I used to. It was
And
when
I'm
it was
not a I'm not an owner, so I can't do any of that stuff.
This was much easier during COVID because then everything was at home. We couldn't do anything, but now, I mean, honestly, it's like I enjoy it. We've done this for 16 seasons now. We've had our bit of drama, we've had turnover, we've had different partners come in and whatnot, but one thing that stayed consistent is that we created a community. And that's what I'm more proud of. Shit, we got the release of the college football coming up, and that's going to be dope. I can't wait till we start that. We got a WWE that dropped tonight. So one of our next slides is like, can we get a Royal Rumble going on tonight? Especially Leo sitting there, don't cry. I'm not crying, bitch.
Said I'm gonna put you through a table.
I'm gonna put you through a fucking table. You
Leo's
Flocka Griffin.
Flake.
Yeah.
Flake Griffin.
Flauta. But no, and we appreciate it. Make sure you guys go register for the draft. We will be cutting off combines next Friday, if I'm not mistaken. So let's try to get that done so we can go ahead and continue on with the 17th season, which will be a college themed season. So we'll start getting the captains to announce which schools that they're going to be going to. Look at this already. He's back. Oh, we got our captain. We got one of our captains back.
We just had to put him on blast on live to do it, you know.
Well, he knows better, man. Like, come on,
We love
Don. Like,
Don. We love Don. Like,
we lean on Don, in other roles behind the scenes, and like it is kind of a slight, just to be honest, man. You come in the chat, man. Like I said, we one of the guys that hoop with us on a regular basis, man. It's like it's love, it's genuine love. So I'm glad that we can work that out and get you
next on the list is Loomis. We'll start shaming him. Anybody got something to say about Loomis?
Loomis is a good guy, man. I can't say anything bad about him.
I'm gonna text Jake and tell him tell your boy to get his shit together.
Yeah, man. But
again, just tell him you'll do some favors.
But be fair. We don't know if it's something else going on that that we may not be privy to, and it's none of
That's
that.
why I said I'll text Jake because we're all in the same city allegedly.
But also on that note, we're talking about the Royal Rumble and the other games. Man, encourage your friends, even if they don't play 2K, to join the league. Man, we got some exciting things that we're going to unleash and launch for the ECA Gaming Network. So we're just a forward-thinking group. Like we play more than 2K and Madden. So
yeah, I mean, we got this month. We got the show coming up
to come out and join the ECA, and we'll find a spot for them, even if they don't play 2K. So yeah,
absolutely. I mean, we got two big releases coming up. We got on the 19th. We got MLB The Show, so we'll be running a couple leagues through that, and then like I said, the biggest one is NCAA football finally coming back. So that's going to be
that's going to be huge.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. So we'll start putting the category together and all the channels and the university selection and everything like that. Of course, it's going to be, but I'm hoping that the way that we are going to be recruiting through Reddit, through Twitter, and everything like that, that we have like a massive fucking league where it's going to be a ton of people in this, and not just like your regular Madden where it's like 20 people are active here and there. Because I mean, this is a type of game that we can run it throughout the entire year up until the next release, kind of like the 2K-ish. So
yeah, NCAA 14, you could do 60 years of a dynasty.
I don't think Pearl's got that in him.
No, it's funny. So my brother-in-law, he definitely was one of those guys that took it all the way to the end. Like, even though NC stopped making the game, he was one of those guys that rolled it out, man. That tried to the dynasty, and he's in year 2087 doing some crazy shit. But yeah, man. So shout out to NC, man. A lot of people welcome that back, and I know a lot of guys that love NC more than Madden, and was kind of
that's me.
They no. The reason I was looking at the screen is because I was trying to see what Walls had under his name, and I see it. I
Oh, it
just
says,
finally
I'm
read it.
hoping, yeah, it's,
Hoping it don't
hoping
crash again. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Shut up,
Flocka,
Flocky.
Flocka. All right.
Yeah,
So, like I said, as usual, thank you for watching. Follow us on ECAGaming.com. All of our socials on Twitter is ECA Gaming LG, and socials, like we said, shout out to DJ Witness who got the player interview. I mean, regardless of what it is, I mean that's pretty dope. We did see a couple of names that popped up. Blazy, Abesh showed up on these player lists. I know that it spurs a lot of great debate amongst players that are either not promoted or, they didn't get on the list and they feel slighted. I mean, it always makes for a good conversation, whether it's toxic or productive or not. But I mean, this is one of the things that we kind of tell you guys. It's like, hey, send your highlights over here so we can go ahead and just continue to broadcast them over that so that we can get you guys some exposure on this stuff. I think we had some
Yeah.
fun with some of these games, and it's like that triple overtime game is going to be a staple when it comes to promoting the type of basketball that we play here in ECA. And I mean, shout out to everybody, Dante and to Don with his teams. They were super competitive, and I mean they played a fucking classic. I've never seen a fucking 2K game like that in any type
Yeah.
of league. So
and
I'm
one
very
more,
happy
one
and
more.
very proud that we were able to watch that live, and that was a good fucking time.
Yeah.
And also, uh, before we wrap the season and wrap the show, shout out to Alpha and Freddie, man. They had a good showing in the old head tournament.
Mhm.
So shout out to those guys, man. I don't
Yeah,
know if they were, under the ECA flag or whatever, but they definitely guys that that play in the league, very very vocal in the league, and they usually have good season, well respected members. So shout out to them, man. I think they made it to the semis uh, for the old head league. So shout out
Something
to
like
those
that.
guys, Alpha,
we we
Alpha and Freddie, man.
we got egoed by Dub when we were trying to put together a team, and then the two replacements were 29. So we're like,
Yeah.
what the
So,
fuck?
If only I
yeah.
was there, you know what I mean? I got 3 years left.
Well, no, well we can use Haxer, your brother. So we can use.
He is 30, so
Yeah. We can, the next time that come
Walls
around.
is like, damn,
And,
we gonna lose for
and
sure.
seriously, Wall. That's something that we could do, man. Just much like
Oh
we
yeah,
did
all
with
of our
OC
all of our
tournament.
league, yeah, our 30 and over league is going to start on Mondays and Tuesdays, but it starts at 3:30 Central, so that we can have dinner by 5:30 and be in bed before the games actually start for 30 and under at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then the one last thing, man. Thank you guys, man, for participating in season 16, man. It was another success. I can't again, man, we can't thank you guys enough. Man, we appreciate all you do for the ECA, man, and how you ball out in other leagues and then come back to ECA and bring the competition back home. So we definitely appreciate that, man. We can't say it enough, and I just wanted I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much, man, for being a part of the ECA.
And for tolerating Pearl.
No, I don't listen, man.
Salt and pepper.
Listen, man. I'm pretty sure like once this podcast really take hold, like the viewership is going to go up. Because my boy is handsome looks.
First of
So
all,
Now they're here for me and Wall's beard. Come on now.
fuck that.
hey, look,
Habesh,
man.
Habesh complimented. That's why Habesh got first team. He got my vote because that motherfucker
First of all,
complimented my beard.
y'all probably dye y'all beards, and that's only
Nope.
homosexuals do that type of stuff.
All
That's
natural.
Yeah, look
Yeah.
at that.
I'm just missing a little bit right here, unfortunately, but
He lost it at a rally.
Oh man. Oh, that's wicked. That's wicked. But yeah, man. Thank you guys, man. Like I said, man. We'll love to hear the feedback on the weekly live show, man. I had a lot of fun with it. I really appreciate Walls and DJ, man. For holding me down for that week that I wasn't here. But yeah, man.
Hey, we got you, brother.
on the show, man. I appreciate you guys.
You can say brother. It's March.
Brother.
You don't have to put the hard ER on it.
brother. Oh man, that's crazy. That's crazy.
But for myself, for DJ Witness, for Pearl, we appreciate you guys, as we always say. Please make sure you are registering for the draft. Keep an eye on the socials because we're gonna be it's gonna be hot and heavy within the next week and a half just to get everything ready for the draft and getting captains announced and everything like that. So
get your combines done.
Get your combines in, rookies. And then, not to mention that, but I was also asked, I forgot who asked me, but if we were interested in doing a March Madness bracket for some cash. I'm definitely down for that. So, if there's anybody interested, I'll probably put a league announcement to see if anybody wants to react to it, and we'll just go from there. See what's up.
Yeah.
But again, for us, for the weekly staff, we appreciate you guys, and we'll talk to you guys soon.
2K. 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 Sports.
Kick it in the city when we in around town. Next door neighbors telling us that it's too loud now. Neighbor, can you please just turn that mess down? This is the sound of throwing pennies on the ground. Turn